it is time to head back to the farm. We have a jam-packed adventure today and this whole week with this jungle cabin that we're building out here in Nicaragua. We gotta say bye to the family, you know, because I'm gonna miss them. Elliot and Courtney can't come because we're not done with the cabin and we gotta push hard to finish it soon. Look who's coming, your friends. Let's go. We have a lot of items in our mission list here. One of them is pick up materials, so we need to go pick up some materials for the ceiling. Two is we need to pick up Carlos, who's been helping us with some concrete work. And three, we need to go pick up an electric unit generator, like a little battery bank, so I'll have power out in the farm before we can hit the road. And then I'm thinking we might get there by 2 p.m. but let's see how the weather behaves. It is nice and sunny here in beautiful Nicaragua. Yesterday we had the power go out for about 5 hours at the house. The transformer blew, so I had to come drop off a generator at my grandma's to get it charged so I can bring back to the farm. So hopefully they charged it last night. We're about to find out right now. Things of living in Nicaragua here. Buenas. ¿A dónde? ¿La casa? Ah, me lo voy a... Oh, buenos días, tío. No, me lo voy a llevar para comérmelo en la finca. Aguacate. We're gonna do a trip to the farm with my mom here pretty soon, and thankfully she charged a solar generator, so we're gonna be able to have some power at the farm here. Can I say bye to my... De la abuelita, entonces ahí regreso, ¿ok? Adiós. Okay, bye, ma. I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Alright guys, got the generator, good to go. Say hi to grandma, check that off the list. Visit mom, check that off the list. Get an avocado from the tree. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but check it off the list. So at least we got something to look forward to eat at the farm. Oh, that's nice. What a gorgeous day out here in Nicaragua. Take a look at those mountains. Beautiful. It is nice and windy, nice and green. I love this time of year right now when it's the rainy season. Everything just blossoms and there's 15 layers of green here. Hopefully the hardware store is open, so let's go at it, big boy. Alright guys, time to go drop some money. Time to go drop those savings, empty the bank account. All for a dream that we're chasing out here. Let's go see Coffee Family. We're about to get loaded up. I dropped 13,500 Cordobas, so I think that's around like little less than $400, but let's load up the truck. We got a long way to go, so we want to make sure we tie everything correctly because we don't want it to fall off. Oh, big one here. Look at that, dude. That is kind of crazy. It's super long, so we will see how well it does. We have to make sure we tie everything correctly though. Have to use a lot of cardboard to make sure it doesn't make too much noise on the way there. Knot check, good to go. I think we shouldn't have any problems. All right, that's tight. That is, oh my god, that is very tight too. So we should be good on that front. All right guys, this looks a little bit crazy. I know it looks crazy, but I think we can make it to the farm that way. Yeah, we got the materials we needed. We still need to pick up some more materials, but we're gonna buy them closer to the farm, so we don't need to travel so far with all this weight. But this material is hard to find up in the mountains. So we ended up buying some metal beams that we're gonna use to reinforce the downstairs and some metal brackets that we're gonna use to do the false ceiling, to install the sheetrock. And so we need to do all that framing, install electrical and sheetrock and all that stuff. But I'll show you guys once we get to the farm. Carling! Gotta hit him with the whistle. That's what they do here in Nicaragua. Uh-oh, I see someone coming. Here he comes. He's walking in. Is this him? Listo. Pero traes toda la herramienta necesaria. Y ropa por si nos quedamos hasta el sábado. Ok, dale, me echa un ojo a esto por cualquier cosa, para que vaya revisando. Alright, he's in the truck. I thought he wasn't gonna come out for a minute, but this man does not let me down. So let's go ahead and get a move on. We got a long road ahead of us. Halfway point, we need to stop by a friend's house because supposedly he has a connection with a welder, because I need a welder for the farm. So hopefully we can find one and we're gonna be able to advance a lot, but stay tuned, we'll see. Going to be available here. Alright, so I just spoke to my friend. He is building a construction here, like a warehouse so he can store stuff, and he told me he can get me a welder for Wednesday. So since we're gonna be on the farm for a few days, that is good news. That means we can get these beams that we bought installed. Let's get going to the farm. So things are working out. We're moving a little slower than we thought, but we're able to do everything that we wanted, so good news. Traffic jam in the 101. Here we go. Alright guys, we need to pick up one more person here before we get to the farm. And supposedly he is waiting for me around here somewhere. Let's see if we can find him. He's actually one of the guys that lives at the farm. He said he was gonna be waiting here for me. Let's see. It's a small little town here, so we shouldn't have any trouble spotting him. Let's see where you went. I think I'm about to go him a call. He's not where I thought he was going to be at. Oh no, that's not him. I thought it was him for a minute over there, but that wasn't him. Ahí está el muchacho. Dale, montar. Órale. Por favor de llevarme con él hoy. Ah, dale, pues monta. So this is where I'm sleeping while we build this out. Gotta make sure there's no mice in here. Last time there was a mouse in here. It's a little dead cockroach. Everything else looks good. All right, got a nice pillow, a sleeping bag. We're gonna cover this for the time being, and that's sleeping area is now done. So you guys hear that popping there? That is the sun hitting the roof and the roof expanding and contracting. So I'm hoping with what we're about to do in these next few days, we can get rid of that sound there, because it's very annoying, especially if you're trying to sleep and it gets very hot in here. We only have one window. We kept it that way though because we want the kids to be able to sleep and have darkness while they're sleeping. So we're gonna add some framing around here. And the framing is going to be metal, and then we're going to do insulation, then we'll do electrical, and then we'll do sheetrock to close everything up and button it up. But I think it's going to look nice, so that is the goal for today. We're going to get started on that, and we'll see how things go. It's going to be the first time doing this. We have a lot of material we need to pull from the mountains here. It's 45 bags of concrete and over 4 meters of sand. So Thankfully, there's a hardware store that's nearby, but it's around 3 p.m. right now. It's not raining, which is amazing. So let's see how many trips we can do here and get some of that material. It's pretty exciting because we're getting closer and closer to finishing the downstairs, and pretty soon Courtney's gonna be able to move in because she's been asking me to get this done as soon as possible, and we're getting there, you know. So let's keep on moving in this beautiful day. Let's make it to the hardware store. Hopefully they got enough sand and concrete for us, and let's keep on moving here. Por eso traje estos muchachos, el equipo que me ayudan. Igual. So we're gonna load up. We're gonna put a meter of sand, which is 42 buckets right here, and we have a tarp because this sand can get a little bit chaotic and all over the truck. So we're gonna load up here, and thankfully he has this. You know, we'll see how many trips we can do here and how much this is gonna be, and I'll let you guys know how much a meter of sand is out here in the jungles. So we couldn't actually fit the full meter of sand. It was about 80% of a meter because it got really heavy. So we're gonna wait, and we're gonna have him help us deliver some materials instead, because we need to bring some beans and other things up to the farm. So we wanna make sure that we take care of the truck, because if we break this truck out here, we're screwed, man. We can't fuel a dream without a truck, you know. So let's go inside and let's finish shopping for the rest of the stuff. All right, guys, I paid for all the material and they're gonna bring it right now. We got the sand, we got some beans, we got some chicken, we got some metal ties, and we're good for today. I think tomorrow we're gonna push for another meter of sand before the sun goes away and it starts raining. So it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. But this guy can deliver the concrete all the way up to the farm, which is clutch. That's gonna save us so much time and effort there. Safely, everything went well and nothing broke. So I'm gonna start prepping the stuff inside the cabin so I can get to working in the room while the team unloads over here. So we're gonna try some things out right now. Do a little test fitting to see how things are going to work out tomorrow. That way we have an idea before we get the day started. We finish this and all the other interior. Getting pretty dark right now, so I'm gonna need to prep for tomorrow. I'm gonna leave all the levels measured, and then we're gonna get an early start because it is around 5:30 and the sun's gonna go down in about 30 to 40 minutes, so I gotta prep a couple other things here. So signal's been pretty bad at the farm, so before the sun goes down in this beautiful evening, we're gonna set up Starlink so we can get some Wi-Fi here and check up on work and check up on the family, most important, because when it gets cloudy over here we lose signal in and out. So with this setup here, we're able to get Wi-Fi out here with no problems. Check it out. This is a Starlink Mini right here. A lot of people have asked me how did I get this into Nicaragua. You can find them on Facebook Marketplace. So if you go there, you can actually rent them. If not, you can have it shipped over here through a freight forwarder. But Facebook Marketplace, you can rent them there. I've seen a few already on there, and people actually let you travel with them, and then you can set them up wherever you're going. So we're gonna get this plugged in to this system that I have here. I'll plug it over here. Do some AC. All right, guys, we're gonna run a speed test to see what kind of Wi-Fi, what kind of downloads are we getting here per second in the mountains, in the jungle with the Starlink here in Nicaragua. 125 megabits per second download speed. Let me know if that's fast or slow. And then for upload speed, we're around 20 to 22 megabits per second. So I would say that's pretty good for being out in the mountains compared to what I used to have, which was just my phone, and the signal will go in and out all the time. So that's a pretty cool feature to have. So you can download the app and you can run all these tests. So definitely worth it. And the cool thing is when you travel, you can bring it with you. And like I mentioned, you can find them for rent or for sale online. Well, I have to say that today was a good day. We got here later than I thought we were going to get here. And we weren't able to start on the ceiling. We started a little bit, prepped the materials, cleaned the area. We got some sand. But these next 3 days we need to hit it hard because things are moving slower than I would like. So we want to finish this cabin pretty quick, right? It is a beautiful day though. Thankfully it didn't rain. The rainy season is now. So the past 3 days, the guy that lived on the farm, Victor, was telling me it was raining pretty heavy. So we got lucky. We were able to do a round of sand with no mud because it can get pretty crazy out here. So it's about 5:30. The sun's gonna be going down soon. Gonna get some dinner, hit the hay in the tent that I got over there, and then we're gonna get an early start for tomorrow morning. We got a couple things lined up. We have to work on the bottom basement with the concrete and also pull more materials there. But overall, I'd say it's beautiful working out here in the mountains. So it's 6 in the morning right now. The sun is still not out, but we need to charge our Jackery unit, which is our solar generator. We ran the Starlink yesterday. It did get a little bit drained last night. So we're gonna let the solar panels get some charge. Once the sun comes out over here, then we'll rotate them later in the day. But once they get charged, we're gonna plug in the Jackery unit to make sure we got enough juice to record all these videos and continue running the internet here. When I woke up today in the morning, I was thinking about my life 5 years ago and how different it was. If someone would have taken a picture and showed to me that picture of me putting this insulation right now on the ceiling, I never would have believed it, because I was stuck in this circle of just chasing the rat race, living the dream in America, the supposed dream. But I didn't feel fulfilled. There was something missing in my life. And now that I'm here in the jungles, making mistakes, building stuff, building this coffee farm, this YouTube channel, I feel really fulfilled. And I would never trade it for anything in the world. So if there's ever a dream that you want to chase because maybe you don't feel fulfilled where you're at right now, or maybe you just want to try something different, go for it. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to regret trying something that you always wanted to. You're not going to look back with your 80 and say, oh man, too bad I tried that. No, you're going to be like, I'm happy I did try it. I have to say, I am happy with the results. Look at that. 6 hours it took us the first time ever doing this. And we're ready for electrical, and then we're ready for sheetrock and sanding and painting, and everything comes along with it. So we're gonna leave it like this until we're finished with the whole upstairs and we're ready to run electrical through the house. Now we're moving on to this side over here, and this side is gonna be tricky. Not only do we have a skylight, we also have areas that the sheetrock's not done and it is a longer throw. And on top of that, we have this middle section here that we need to deal with, so we don't have a wall where we can support each side. Because this is a higher point and that's a lower point, we have to also account for that because it goes like this. So we're gonna divide this area into two sections. We're gonna divide it into this side, which we'll probably more than likely tackle tomorrow, and then we're gonna tackle that side. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I might tackle this side first. I gotta take a look. I kind of want to go the harder way first, get that out of the way, and then be able to rest, and tomorrow I'll take this easy here. But we only got about maybe 2 more hours and it's gonna be 4 p.m. We gotta go pull more sand. So let's go ahead and push forward. We need to clean up, organize everything here, get it out of the way, sweep, so we can move the ladders around and have everything ready to go. Well, time to get going, guys. Let's go get some sand. I haven't really seen the light of day too much today because I've been inside just plowing away. It is a beautiful day today, and so that didn't sound good, but let's get going. Let's go see if they got some sand for us. I am liking the way things are turning out. The first room was a large learning curve, and now the kitchen area, we're just progressing a lot faster. We got done in about an hour what we did in 3 hours in the other room, so that's just part of life, you know. At first you have uncertainty before you get started and you don't know how things are gonna go. It's gonna go slow, you'll make mistakes, but eventually the second time around you'll just be smarter and more sharper. So hopefully by tomorrow we can finish the whole kitchen and living room too, and that would be incredible. Put us in a good position to get this done soon. Round numero 2, numero dos. So 1 meter of sand this time. We're gonna put the full meter because we don't have beams and other materials with us. So it's getting kind of late out here and the sun's going down soon, so we made it just right in the nick of time. I'm gonna go inside to try to see if we can get some concrete delivered to the farm here. You can buy a phone out here if you need a phone. Got some nice ones. Oh, very good price too, $100 for a new phone. It's not a bad deal. Got some oil for the chainsaw. I paid for the sand and 20 bags of concrete, which they're gonna deliver. So that is good to go. It's halfway where we need to be at, and then we'll get more concrete next time. Let's see how these guys are doing here. Check out the tires here. They're looking quite low. Good thing I installed the lift. If you're an avid follower of the channel, you saw us install the lift last week, and new tires too, but it's sagging, man. I'm scared these things are gonna pop. Look at the front. It's just like inclined, and then the back is just squatting over there. So let's see how this handles it. I think I messed up putting too much weight back there. It's over 3,000 pounds, and that is kind of crazy for a truck this size, specifically for a small bed double cab. So we'll see how this handles the uphills. Yesterday we did the same, but we stopped a little over halfway because we saw that it was too heavy, and so we had some sand left over from yesterday, and we wanted to bring everything with us today. So yeah, let's see. So far so good. Have to have it in 4 low, and this trekking, man, these trucks are a beast. Look at that freaking view, my people. Look at that. And I'm so grateful I have these guys here that help me out, and we work well together, you know? They've been, specifically that guy lives at the farm, been with me for over, say, like 5 years, and then before that he was already here for 10 years. So that's what happens when you build upon relationship, you know, and long-term goals and stuff, you know? So it's a good crew. It's a great crew to have. We're gonna make a little bit of coffee. I'm gonna give them a little bit too. And then I'm gonna see what's on the agenda for the rest of today. The sun is setting though, and I do got a shower because this insulation that I installed earlier with these guys, it's a bad idea to do it without any protection. But you know, we got it done. Just don't do what we do in the channel here. Basically, it's like we do some stupid things sometimes. I have to say that this coffee's delicious, but number 2, walking in here into this room and getting to see the insulation already installed, just waiting electrical, waiting for the sheetrock makes me so happy, because it's felt like such a long time to get to this point. And it's just every step we're taking closer to the finish line, it's just getting better and better. I'm pretty soon gonna be able to put my little tent down here and not worry about having all that dust hit me while I'm trying to sleep. Over here, we're not gonna be able to do much today because it's already 5:30 and the sun is going down, but we did progress quite a bit. If we can finish that tomorrow, that would be amazing. We do need to go into town tomorrow, about an hour drive, to go get the welder that's gonna come over here and help us fix the foundation below where we're putting some more supports, and we need them to weld up some beams and stuff like that. So that's gonna be tomorrow. We gotta get up early and go hit that. But for right now, we enjoy some coffee. We gotta take care of a few things. There's my makeshift shower for right now. Oh my god, that water is gonna be freezing, but I need a shower because that insulation is all over me. I feel very sticky and very itchy. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but at least the sun is out and it is a beautiful view while I'm showering here in the jungle. So one step at a time, man. Gonna finish up here. That was nice and refreshing, and I gotta tell you, man, it's the simple things in life that always makes me happy, and you'll be surprised how incredible it feels just to be out here with these views, surrounded by nature and all this beauty. It is around 6:30 in the morning right now, so it's a little bit chilly. It's time to head out, and we're gonna get through the roads. It didn't rain last night, which is amazing, so the road shouldn't be too bad. But let's go get that welder and let's see how we can progress today. Alright guys, we made it to the job site. Let's see if we can find that welder here. Hopefully he's here somewhere. And just we can get him and then head back. Buenos dias. So they're making some cinder blocks here. This is how cinder blocks are made at the job site here. This is a cinder block machine. You drop the concrete and then it presses the concrete there. And there you have it. Concrete ready to go. That is hard work, my friends. These guys are good people for doing that all day, man. It's the master guy here, he's gonna come help me find the welder out here. Listo. Dale, monta ahí atrás. All right, that was quick. He's on there and we're ready to go. It's time to buy some last materials here before we go up to the farm, so we don't have to come back down here. Sería esa en spray, pues, que viene en lata para sprayar. Alright, we're good to go, guys. We got the material, we got some paint, and let's go. Let's go fuel this dream. We made it back, and we're getting the welder set up right now. Let me show you down here. So the goal of this whole thing right now is to reinforce the foundation. So we dug a total of 10 more holes and piers that he's gonna weld beams on, and then we're gonna be able to add more concrete foundations here, 10 more, so it'll be a total of like 15, and we should be good to go. And then on top of that, we also have these stairs that we need to fix. So the problem with these stairs is that they're sticking out right here. So this is the exterior wall, it's gonna go right here. The corner of the stair is like sticking out this way, so he's gonna cut them smaller, put them straight, and then fix all these steps right here. So a bunch of mistakes, but that's part of life. You make mistakes when you first do things, and then you fix them and you keep going forward, right? And yeah, so he's gonna spend the whole day doing that. Thankfully he's here. Let's get this fixed. Some of the bases are messed up too that we need to eliminate, and we're fixing. That's why we're putting 2 new ones and all of them there. We should be good to go after that. All right, now that we got the welder going, it's back to work inside the cabin here. We wanna make sure we finish this false ceiling here, that side. That's the goal, that half there. If we can get that done before I have to leave today, then I'm gonna be a happy camper here. Quite a bit of work ahead of us, but the whole team is pushing hard. So let's get forward, let's continue on here to make this dream happen. So right now we're trying to run the level here so we can leave these sunlights open. So when we frame everything out, put the sheetrock, still have the sunlight come into here. So that's what we're doing. And then Victor is finishing up the supports for the beams that we're gonna run across here. So I gotta finish the layout, and then we're gonna do more supports for the beams here. And that's how we're gonna attack this right here. Good thing we learned from the other room, because everything's moving a lot faster today, so which is amazing. Normales así, ¿Ustedes para qué? So I'm very happy with the way it turned out. We couldn't finish it 100%. We still need to cut out the skylight there because we're gonna leave that open when we place the sheetrock. And we need to finish that little portion in the bathroom. But the afternoon has come. It is time to leave. It is time to drive back home. So we cleaned up for a bit. Look how nice that looks. And downstairs, actually, the guy has been working hard. I'm glad I found those welders too, because when you find people that work very well, you want to keep them around, and he's doing an awesome job. Definitely recommend him. He's been killing it down there, and I'm happy we're gonna have more reinforcement for the base. Let's go check it out down there. I think it's looking a lot better now here. We're gonna feel more comfortable with all these supports, and it shouldn't go anywhere. Technically, it was standing the way it was before for almost 2 years now, and it never fell, never moved, or never budged. There was an earthquake too, and it didn't even flex. So it had enough support, but we're adding this for extra cautious, extra step here to make sure that we're safe and it lasts decades to come. So he's doing an awesome job. Take a look at this. He's working on the other side now.